For the first time since Team 10 exposed the caregiver who took over the home of a 90-year-old widow, we're now hearing from Cheryl Sherrell, her side of the story. Her attorney finally went on the record with our investigator, Allison Ash.
And Allison, she claims that she had every right to be in the house, at least through her attorney.
Yeah, he does claim that. But remember, Sherrell was arrested and criminally charged for overstaying her welcome, renting out rooms in a house she didn't own, and more. Both sides were in civil court this morning where there was a little bit of drama.
I just want the court the keys are on the table, and if they'll dismiss the case, they can have possession. We all go home right now.
Attorney Lawrence Mudgett tried unsuccessfully to end the civil case against his client, Cheryl Sherrell, with the placement of these keys.
Oh, it was a cheap theatrical stunt. In fact, we've asked Ms. Sherrell's attorney to surrender possession, and they have declined to do that.
That's the daughter of 90-year-old Fran Breslauer. Breslauer hired Sherrell to help care for her ailing husband, who died in February. But Sherrell's lawyer now says his client stayed on to help the widow, who told Team 10 she fired Sherrell 2 months earlier.
Cheryl picked up Alan's ashes from the mortuary. She continued cooking for Fran and laundering, doing household chores, those kinds of things, for about a month, more than a month after Alan died.
But the women did not get along. Both filed restraining orders against each other in March, and Sherrell moved out, moving back in when Breslauer left the state to stay with one of her daughters. Mudgett claims it was perfectly legal because Breslauer didn't follow eviction law properly.
I've never argued she's a saint, okay? It's not necessarily the nice thing to do, but it's certainly not illegal. The lease agreement was never severed.
Breslauer's daughter, who happens to be a lawyer, says there never was a lease.
It's an employment agreement. The word lease does not appear anywhere on that piece of paper. I mean, you can call a duck a pig, it's still a duck.
Sherrell has since been arrested for theft and elder abuse. Her belongings still piled up inside Breslauer's house, which is a filthy mess. A judge has ordered Sherrell to stay away.
In addition to the civil and the criminal cases, there's also a behind-the-scenes battle over all that stuff that's still in the house. Breslauer's lawyer sent a letter, that is, demanding $20,000 to deliver Sherrell's belongings to her. Sherrell's lawyer says the price tag is excessive, and that is just not how evictions are done, so we have yet another standoff in this case.
There's a lot of stuff in that house, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
We know you're on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison.